Oh, yeah, it is beautiful. It's a little chilly, I'm not going to lie, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I think you had a Met Cam shot earlier of our beautiful river valley right now. It's perfect. It's gorgeous. It is a little on the cool side, but man, oh man, is it nice out. And the reason that we're here today, and we're going to be here for the entire show as the sun sets, how about that? Nice little sort of, evening in the river valley outside of John Janzen Nature Centre. We're talking about composting, the wonderful world of, and yes, in winter, as we prepare and head into spring and get ready for summer, it can be and should be something that a lot of us are thinking of. And right now we're going to be hanging out with this guy, this chillin' City of Edmonton superstar. Mark, welcome to Dinner Television.
Thank you very much, Bridget.
That you've got like little samples. I love it. Let's just talk about composting. First of all, I was telling somebody what we were doing today, and they were like, composting in the winter, is that even a thing?
It's a perfect time. We want summer so badly that we're planting our garden. We all want the greenest lawn this year. We all want to start the biggest flowers, and we all want to share those photos on Instagram. So this is the time we got to start planting, and of course you got to start with good soil.
So when you, and that good soil doesn't actually start outside, it starts inside with what we're doing in our homes right now.
Absolutely. Just by eating, we're making a bunch of organic waste. And rather than throwing that out, we realize that it's a resource that can turn our soil into a rich, black, humusy prairie the way it used to be.
Well, this is interesting. Now, is there anything, I'm going to ask you like just a ton of questions tonight about what we can and cannot compost, because I think a lot of us have this misconception that fruits and vegetables and that's it. Is that generally a good rule of thumb?
That's a great place to start because you won't have a lot of problems when you're just composting anything from a plant. There are some things you have to keep in mind, but it's usually just, it self-corrects. It just all evens out in the end.
Okay, you've got these little, like, they're almost like little petri trays of samples right here. So talk me through, sort of lay the land for our viewers for the next couple of hours, what we're going to be talking about.
We're going to be talking about compost and what it does in soil and how it is the broken down bits of plant material, and that is one of the key ingredients in a healthy soil. So we're going to look at some soil samples, take a look at what our prairie soil looks like when it is broken down and depleted. We're going to talk about how it's made, and then we're going to talk about how nature turns that clay into soil and how the roots and the microbes are all involved. And we're going to talk about the hydraulics in nature and the chewing and the spitting and the sweating and the pooping in nature. So it might get a little gross.
The sweating and you said pooping.
I did, the P word. So there's all kinds of gross things involved, which is, you have to expect a little bit about that. But knowing the basics of composting means knowing how to control those things and turning your soil back into healthy, rich, black earth.
Oh, that's so cool. And so if somebody right now is watching going, it's like -17 out right now, should I be thinking of setting up a composting like tomorrow? If they're intrigued, is this something that they should do today, tomorrow, tonight even?
Great. In fact, there's lots of different ways to compost outdoors and indoors. There's no better time than today than start thinking about how you're going to do that. Start looking about the things you're throwing away. Do I have a lot of one thing? Am I juicing at home and have a lot of that? Or am I eating out all the time and maybe it's not worth my time? So you have to look at your situation, think about the pros and cons of what you're going to do with it, where you're going to use it, and then you give me a call because I can help you with the specifics.
Awesome. Mark can help us. He can help us all to give us a beautiful soil for the summer. And of course, summer is coming, whether you like it or not. And so we're going to give you everything you need to know about the wonderful world of composting, because this is the time we should be thinking about it. Believe it or not, it is. Stick with us. We got a great DT coming your way, a couple of say whats to get you going on a Tuesday, and a whole lot more. Don't go anywhere.